Hey guys, it's Core Ross and welcome to 6 News. So today we have the pre-season designer notes for Year 4 Season 4. Of course that is Shifting Tides. What this means as well is that everything that's in the test server is now getting locked down for release. So all the balancing changes will be happening. Everything that we see in the test server will be coming to the live game. So let's run through what they talk about with all these changes. So we've got the M12 SMG. This is Caveira's gun, and it's pretty much always been a bit of a slow fire rate SMG, and it's not been particularly good. So they're finally giving it some love, and it's getting a tiny damage increase. So the weapon should perform the same as the live servers right now when it comes to handling, but of course it'll do a little bit more damage, which might be helpful. Then we've got the FO12 shotgun. This is Ella's shotgun, and it's getting a big nerf all round basically. Now Pete did a little video on this, which is really good, going over exactly how it has changed. It will still be a pretty good gun, and we'll see how it kind of plays out because this is a big nerf, and people are now really getting behind the idea of a buff to Ella at this point because our mines aren't very powerful, her SMG is not exactly the most powerful, and I kind of wonder if in Year 5 we could actually see a little Ella rework, just tweak, not majorly, but maybe changing the way her gadget works and maybe changing that SMG up a bit. So right now FO12 shotgun is going to be a lot worse, and that should have a big impact on consoles. So yeah, we'll see how that plays out on live servers. And then we've got the Russian shotgun getting a spread increase and accuracy reduction. So overall a very big nerf there. I don't know how big a change that will be on the live servers, and I don't really expect it to affect Kapkan and Tachanka players that much. I actually think it'll probably affect the Finka players who love to do the rush with the shotgun. So it might affect them more. But overall, it's kind of interesting to see how shotguns were really powerful back in the day, and then they got really bad, and then they got kind of decent again, and then they got bad, and it's kind of mid-ground at the moment. So quite interesting to see how much they have changed and will probably continue to change. Talking about shotguns, we've got the Bosch G. This is going to have the ACOG in the live servers. So I'm actually really excited to see how this plays out, because I could see it going really badly where, it's like the whole buff blitz thing and then it turns out it's bad. But like they say in the dev blog here, they don't actually expect the balancing of this weapon to really change much just by giving it an ACOG. And overall, it'll probably still be kind of an underpicked weapon. And it'll be curious to see how the live servers kind of work with this and how it also works on like console and PC and just... yeah, I hope they do some weapon stats at the next mid-season. That's what I'd love to see, and just to see if it's moved at all from where it was. So yeah, really curious about this. And yeah, it'll be on live servers, so that's cool. Then we've got operator balancing. So Glads is getting a really nice buff here. It's kind of complicated to explain exactly, but when he is moving around and his scope is effectively not on, so it's not got the kind of thermal part of it and kind of engaged, it will highlight enemy players, but you'll need to stop to see through smoke. So you are going to be able to kind of go back to the old Glass plays quite a bit with this, and I could see it really helping Glass out. So I'm curious to see how that will go with the live servers, and we'll see if his pick rate goes up for the mid-season. Now, something that I'm sure will increase the pick rate, and that's Kaid's buff. This is all round really good with no downsides. So he's getting a huge buff to the radius of his gadget, which means he'll actually be able to electrify 3 reinforced walls with 1 electroclaw, or of course a whole bunch of barbed wire. And he's also getting his barbed wire back because he's going to be dropping his impact grenades and replacing it with barbed wire. Overall, really good buff. I think this could be huge for him in the next balancing graphs. I really could see him jumping right up and being potentially decent. Like his AUG is pretty good now. He's got that secondary with the ACOG just if you need the range. He's got a good gadget, and he's got the barbed wire, which I think is actually more useful for him. But he has a nitro cell if you need it too. So yeah, I cannot wait to see where he is next balancing graphs. But moving on, we've got a very small change to Warden, and that's replacing barbed wire with C4. And they do also say that they're looking at additional options they're considering to make him more relevant. So this is probably a little bit like Nuke. They did say they were looking at potential changes for Nuke in the future when it came to her loadout. I expect maybe they're thinking the same thing here with Warden. Maybe they're going to give him a better gun or something, or maybe the gadget will be kind of tweaked. But kind of interesting. Definitely something in the future is going to come for both Warden and Nuke. And I can't, because that's the thing, I don't see this, replacing the barbed wire with the C4. It's going to help, but it's not going to be enough to push him up. And I think they will do something with him at mid-season, along with Nuke. And of course, Jacko's rework is going to be coming to the live servers now, finally. It's been, we've gone over it so many times, it is finally going to make it to live servers. And I'm curious if, of course, it will change the ban rates, and hopefully the player base will slowly but surely figure out that he's a less threatening operator, less annoying operator, and his pick rate in the ban will go down. And we'll see if he gets replaced by another single operator or potentially a couple instead. Then we've got limb penetration. This is a complicated subject. I did a video on this plus the new hitbox as well and went over it all because there is now a big complexity when it comes to the hitbox compared to previous seasons. And with the bullet penetration, there's a lot of different rules when it comes to what guns can penetrate what, and also how they penetrate stuff and how that damage is calculated. And yeah, it's complicated, but overall it should be just, even if you don't know the system, you should feel it. And it should be better when you're obviously shooting at a target. There should be an improvement there that hopefully players will feel. But there's always, hit detection issues. There's always going to be problems with lag and stuff. So right now, it'll be curious to see if this is a better improvement over what we currently got. And I think it will be. And that's it. That kind of locks down basically all the changes on the test server right now. They will be coming to live, and they will probably hit us about next week. So that's going to be December the 3rd. That's my guess anyway. I did a whole video kind of going over the potential of what date it's going to come out, and that's my guess, December 3rd. But you guys let me know if you've got a different date you think it'll come out. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. If there's anything you disliked or liked about these changes, let me know. And who would you like to actually see get some buffs or nerfs in the future? Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Catch you next time.